Hello guys, what's up? This is ScherBR talking. Welcome back to my channel. Today video will be doing some strategies for Castle Party in Final Trial. This event here is the new Halloween event in the game, and it's way better to farm than the past event that we had against Kazinsi in this Intruders on Imperial Banquet. So, this event will last for a while, so it's good to understand how it works and, well, if you can make a fast farming here. Let's click on stage number 10 first, because this one has the highest caps. It's 1410 for HP, and I do have a very good formation. Well, this one uses Rofus. We will get to one that does not use Rofus. You can bring 2 trainees in this strategy. It's easy to bring if you have Red and Leon. Rofus is also very strong here, but you can replace him. Red is enough to kill the first wave, but only if you bring Leon. If you don't bring Leon, you will not be able to clear the first wave. Well, Red is here because of Punishing Combo, and Punishing Combo is very powerful. You can kill sometimes enemies that are very strong, and in this case it's a single target, but it still works pretty fine. Then we have Gun and Blade against the second wave, and the last one is Leon. Leon is here because he buffs 10% damage with the whole squad, and he also uses Imperial Glory to buff the squad again on turn 2. He does not do that much damage, but it's enough to guarantee that Rofus and Red will perform well. And just to explain, this stage here is a boss fight against 2 different bosses. You have one enemy that's weak to Blunt, Sun and Heat, and the other enemy is weak to only Blunt and Cold. So Blunt is the only thing that is equal here. That's why Blunt Damage Dealers is better on this event. So let's go in this one and check this out. So, well, we are now after this enemy. I am using the best equipment available for Red right now. He barely makes this right now, he's doing, but if you cannot do this, you can increase the damage by using Summer, Elizabeth, or also Fuse. The second version of Fuse also buffs blunt damage, or Joe increases by 5% as well. So on turn 2, what we have is Leon using his fast attack, buffing the squad. Then we have Hummingbird and Gun and Blade. Gun and Blade deals extremely high damage here, and it's enough to kill the boss. So we can bring 2 trainees if you can do this. If you can't do exactly as I'm saying with Red, you will probably have to bring someone to buff him a little further. Or, well, just try to cap him with all the status that you have. It will eventually reach the max potential. Now for the second squad, I made some changes. I do have Liza now instead of Red, for those that don't have Red and have Liza. She attacks with Babble Crumble. She kills the first enemy always. Mine is not even capped, so it's very easy. And then I have Fuse. Fuse is here because of air support on turn 2. It does not do much damage, as you can see, but it increases the damage for Rofus. So Rofus uses Gun and Blade, and he also kills by this follow-up. There's this other strategy here. I bring Boston, Summer, Elizabeth, and Commando Emilia. It can also be Global X, Global Emilia, but that Emilia has to inherit Bullet Dance. This one gets 1 more BP when she kills, so that's why I increase the Ricochet Parade to more than 10 BP. She always uses this, and she will have enough to use that again on the boss. And Boston opens with a weak attack and then uses a strong one. You may have some problems with Elizabeth attacking before Emilia. Just try to decrease her agility by equipment. That will probably help you, and finish this with also 2 trainee slots. Oh, and just to add, if you're having problems with Elizabeth attacking before Emilia, bring this equipment here. Hallberg of Death decreases her agility by 8. Then there is Oxgera, that also decreases a lot by 8. You can also use Stone Clogs, it's another accessory that decreases agility. And Giant Bolchi, or any other equipment that decreases agility. This will allow her to just attack always after Emilia. Well, this is a new strategy. I'm using Dragoon Strike formation in Summer Final Impress by inheritance of the Quadruple Moon Strike. So I have this on 12. She will kill the first enemy by herself, and we have 2 other characters that have delay, so it's always a guarantee. This is a safe strategy. Leon will not attack on turn 1 because he has Steel Blade Light. It's a delay attack. So on turn 2 he uses Imperial Glory, and Liza will do the same. She is trying to use Giant Swing on turn 1, but she does not because of turn ordered, and then Sky Twister will use it against the second turn. And that will be good enough. We can bring 2 trainees as well. Liza is the best one here because of turn order manipulation, but if you have another slow character that can do blunt damage, it will also work. And also she has a 4S damage attack here that's pretty massive against this boss. As you can see, we still lack a little of damage here. So your trainees will have to do at least just a little of damage to kill. Now that we are done with stage number 10, let's farm stage number 9. It can be good for some because we can bring 3 trainees here. The enemies here have a lot of HP. The first wave has a lot of agility as well. The scorpions are only weak to cold and blunt. And on the next wave, the enemies are weak to blunt, heat, and sun. So the common thing here is again blunt. But actually we are bringing 2 different characters and they work super well together. Remember when I said that Leon was the best of the bunch and he's better? Well, he's offensive, Final Impress is defensive, but Leon increases 10% of the damage and he allows Joe to kill the first wave. Without that, I was not able to kill the first wave. My Joe using the master equipment was still failing sometimes. So what I have is Rainbow Rangers. He is here on the STR position, and I have Joe here on the top in the intelligence position. And she just used Sorbet Flambe and he uses his fast attack. And that works, you can bring 3 trainees here on this position. But the caps are lower, so you should stop here for a while and then farm stage number 10. So the run is extremely fast, just 2 actions. But it's not the best cap, so there's that. Sorbet Flambe deals 30,000. I think it's 29 or something. The amount of HP these enemies have. I'm using a sword. No, I'm using a light plus sword with Leon. I don't know if you need that, but just to explain. Yeah, and it's done. 3 trainees. Okay, so this run, I'm only explaining something. Silver can clear the first wave eventually if you have the limited version, her award one. You can get more STR and she can probably do that by herself. And also, the second version of Fuse can do enough damage, but only if they are capped. I'm bringing Leon here just to explain that right now I can't because my status are not capped, so they eventually can reach that much. But if you can't, bring Leon or Joe and 5% will be enough to make them work here on this stage. You can also do a more standard farming by bringing Rofus and Red together and doing AoE. Punishing Fist is better than Punishing Combo because that attack will allow him to follow up again with the same attack on the second wave. And Rofus can use Submachine Gun twice in a row, and he's very strong for this. Also very fast. But sometimes those enemies are faster even. Look, 3 hits before he attacked. But at least you can do this with only 2 styles and bring 3 trainees. Now that we discussed it's a machine gun, you can even do that with 2 submachine gun users. Here I am using Rofus and Fuse inheriting from his first style, but you can also bring Fodder. I don't have Fodder, so that's why I'm not bringing him here. But they also work fine, they are pretty fast as well, but sometimes those enemies are even faster. Yeah, look, Fuse is extremely fast, but at least it still does. And for one last strategy, I'm bringing the new version of Azami, Halloween one. I'm training her second skill, and you need her to get at least some level ups here, get her close to cap. I'm using Speculation because it's good for martial artists, and well, she together with Red can do this, as long as you're just using Punishing Fist instead of Punishing Combo. And that's good because I want to train her skills. I'm also bringing other characters that are featured to get status. And for last, do you know something that works? Something that I don't have? Bring Joe and Genryu together, they will work here since Genryu also boosts Joe damage. I don't have SS Genryu, so I'm showing you my A version of Genryu that is not capable of doing that. But that's about it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you want to support the channel, there are links here in the description of the video. I hope to see you later in another video. Bye.